Welcome back to Taylor's Tech Repair. Thank you guys for joining. What are we getting into today? Well, a long time ago, I think it's our first or second video, we got a Dell that needed a battery. Finally got the battery. So, we're going to put that in. But before we do that, we also pulled this out of a similar Dell. Actually, it's the same model. It's a upgrade for the hard drive. It's an SSD. So we're going to put that in, put in the battery, boot it up, see if we can get Windows to boot into it. So, let's go ahead and get the hard drive that I've put into it. Now this hard drive, I might need it for another computer. We have freshly booted Windows onto it. So if I ever do need to put a hard drive in, we'll probably use this one first, since this one will be all ready to go. So we pulled out the hard drive. Let's put in this upgrade. And screw that down. And then we'll put everything back in and call this one good after we make sure it boots. All right, so that's fully in here. Let's go ahead and put the cover back down. That's going to take 2 screws that we have. One sitting right here. And then one sitting on the other side. And then we'll put the battery in. Goes in like this. And we'll push right on down. I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't like to go in right away. If you do it that way, it does not click. You gotta have these little tabs. So there we go. Got to click down. Let's go ahead and start it up. So the power light just came on. We might need to put it on the charger. It is a new battery, but I don't know when it was sent, the charge on it or anything. So let's go ahead and grab the charger real quick. I do see that it has started to come on. So it might not actually need a charge. Let me bring this down for you guys. And we'll see if it boots into Windows. If not, we'll boot from this USB and we'll wipe that SSD that's in there. Okay, we might have to wipe that SSD. Okay. Let's go ahead and skip this drive. And what we are going to do, I'm going to try resetting it, actually from here. It does not look like it's going to let me reset it. So we're going to turn off the computer. We'll tell it to boot from the USB first. We'll wipe the drive, and then we'll try booting everything back up. go ahead and turn that back on. We might have to get into BIOS here. Booted too fast for me to get into that, but I want to see if I can wipe that drive from here. So, disk part. List disk. And then we're going to select disk 0 and clean. And then exit. And exit. Okay. So that should be cleared. So that means whenever we restart it, it should actually not boot into Windows from the drive that we just put in. If it does, we'll just go into BIOS and tell it to boot from this first, but it should not. Okay. So we're going to have to possibly convert a drive here. So if we hit F8, I believe, on this one, it should go into BIOS. Or is it F10? It's usually F8, F10, or F12. Okay. So now we're here. We're going to go into BIOS. Okay, secure boot is disabled. So let's look at our boot sequence. And we want to move internal USB to the very first slot. Hit apply. Then exit. And now, whenever we boot up, it should come back. Okay, so we're getting an invalid partition table error. If we hit enter, it's going to give me a bunch of information about this error message. So it looks like the type of USB bootable device that we have is not compatible with the hard drive that we put in. So what we're probably going to have to do is remake a bootable S drive here. But what we can try doing is change the boot mode in that BIOS that we saw. So go back to BIOS setup. We're going to change the boot options to UEFI. And we're going to try booting from this USB again. And it looks like it might boot, maybe? Might got it frozen there. Let's go ahead and restart it. Okay, so it's still on this screen. I'll give it a moment, see if it boots or if it stays on the screen here. Okay. So it's not finding the drive whenever we're on UEFI. So I'm going to remake the bootable device, which is fine. So I'll actually go through this process with you guys. We'll plug in our USB. And let me make sure I have the ISO still installed. Does not look like I do. Okay. So I got to get the iOS installed or downloaded, and then we will make that drive here. Okay, so I have my ISO downloaded. I have this selected, and based on message that we got from the Dell, we need to make this MBR, the partition scheme. Keep everything else the same. We'll hit start. We'll hit OK, and it's going to ask us, are we sure we want to do that? So it's going to erase data off of it. We'll hit OK on that, and then once it's done, we'll come back and we'll get that installed. Okay, so our bootable device is ready. I'm going to go ahead and eject that USB. Should be able to eject it now. Let's go ahead and go over to our laptop where we were getting the message that the bootable device that we had did not meet the partition scheme. Go ahead and reboot it. And we should be able to install Windows on here now. And then once that's installed, we'll grab another laptop and we'll put some parts in whatever laptop I grab. But first, let's get this installed. So it looks like it's not going to give that error anymore. Right away, it was giving that error. So we'll give it a few moments here. All right. So let's hit next. Hit install now. We'll accept the terms. Do custom as always. I do see it's recognizing that device. We'll go ahead and install the Windows on it. All right, so that has booted into Windows. So we're done with this laptop. Let's go ahead and turn it off. And we'll set this aside. And we'll grab another one here. we'll grab this HP, and it needs a hard drive and the 9 key. Okay? So, let's go ahead and open it up. I believe actually first, see if I have a laptop keyboard that I can pull 9 key from. Might not be the same though, so we gotta make sure it's gonna fit. I got a couple of them here so that we can go through. That one's not quite gonna fit. Needs to be more square. Let's see if we got any more. It's too small. Okay. Okay. It does not look like any of the keyboards I have laying around. I'm just gonna fit this 9 key. I'm gonna have to get one specific to this. Just fine. We'll get that on order. Let's go ahead and get the hard drive in though. So go ahead and unscrew this. While we get this unscrewed, if tomatoes are a fruit, does that mean a blended tomato is a smoothie? You put it, you make smoothies with it. I don't remember if there are screws under here. Looks like there is not. Okay, we'll put that plastic foot back down, but we are going to have to get um, some smaller bits for these um, other screws. It looks like they're Torx screws. That will fit. Nope. Let's go ahead and try a different one here. Big. Go. So we got those undone, and there's 4 along the bottom that we have to undo. One more. We should be able to lift this straight up. Make sure. Yep, we got all those out. There we go. Set this aside. This is where our hard drive should be in here. Obviously, it's not. Let's go ahead and put one in. Go ahead and get this casing removed real quick. Should be able to lift this straight on up. Has a hard drive. Okay. So why did I say it needed a hard drive? This hard drive is pretty stuck in here. Let's go ahead and try removing it out of here as well. This might have been one where I think, even though it had a hard drive in it, the bootable device wasn't found. So this might be a bad hard drive in it. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. this opened out or something. There we go. And let's pull this out. Set this aside. Put this new one in. There we go. And let's get this put back on it. And then we'll get this screwed back down. Okay, so that's in. Let's go ahead and put our cover back on. Make sure. There it is. Not put the side cover screwed back in on that, but it really wasn't a bracket to be we need to worry about. All right, so let's get this screwed down. Change my bit, get the Torx put in, and then we'll try booting it up, and we'll see if it boots here. Actually, stand it up and do it this way real quick, so I get one of them in. Here we go. Maybe. Okay. Let's get these others in. dropped a couple screws. We're gonna have to grab two out and put in. So you got one of them here. So go ahead and drop that in. We'll get one more in here. Okay. So it should all be in. Let's go ahead and try turning it on. Let's go ahead and get a put it on the charger real quick. Okay. And let's go ahead and power thing on. Top left. Okay, everything's down, so it should power on. We're not getting anything. Let's. Only think the USB actually for this computer is. I don't think it takes power. So let's go ahead and connect it to our universal charger and try turning it on. There we go. It comes on. So I thought this model took USB-C to charge. It does not. So we'll give it a few moments to come up here. Saying the battery is low, that's just fine. Saying boot device not found, even though we just put another one in. Let's run some diagnostics, see if it can find a boot device. It might be a bad ribbon cable that we might need to replace. I did notice it's pretty well bent. That might be what's going on. We'll let this run and then we'll come back to it. Okay, so we went to BIOS, we booted off from this USB, still not finding it. So I think it's the ribbon cable, 90% sure. We'll look into it, see if there's anything we can see what's wrong with it. If it is a ribbon cable, we might not replace it. We might just part this PC out. But we're going to save that for another video. This one's already pretty long. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.